angels are calling you out to play. Come on, we'll make you feel right at home. Good day, Vail. Good day, Vail. Let's see what lies in store for you. There's so many things to see and do. Summer, winter, spring or fall, you're home in the Rockies as it all. So gear up, get ready to plan your day. The ideas are brewing, you're on your way. The fun is waiting outside your door. Good day, Vail. Good day, Vail.
Hi, and welcome to Good Day Vail, a program dedicated to help you live your best life in the Vail Valley. And my name is Michele Gieg, and yes, I am a transplant from the Northeast, and I'm the host of the show. This show is developed with you in mind, helping you live your best life, learning from others on how they thrive in the mountains here in Vail. And this show is designed to be your eyes and ears about all things to fulfill your daily life and become a part of this community. So the inspiration for this show came when I read the New York Post, where I get my best news, all the news that's fit to print, on December 5th, where I read an article that they had interviewed 2,000 Americans who celebrate the winter holidays. And of those 2,000 Americans, 70% said they will participate in a holiday event this year. They will actually interact with 5 people during that event, and funny enough, they said 4 of those 5 are those that they want to avoid. But seriously, 61% in this study found that holiday events are very stressful. And those that socialize said that 40% would look forward to socializing if they had a great outfit and felt confident in it. And 42% said how they wanted to feel comfortable in that outfit as well. And 70% of those that responded said that they did not have a combination of those outfits that they felt confident in and that they were comfortable in. So, have you guessed what this episode is all about? It's about holiday fashion, because the last statistic that is most important is that those they interviewed, 43% said they will not attend an event because they don't have the right outfit. So this episode is dedicated to help making it easier for you during the holiday season to feel confident and comfortable for any holiday event. With me today will be Michele Gieg, a hairstylist as well as a stylist, and my dear friend Anna Marie Ray, who is the manager of Merle Norman and creative designer. So stay with us. We'll be right back for this episode.
Good day, Vail. Good day, Vail. Good day, Vail. Good day, Vail.
Thanks for sticking with us here at Good Day Vail. I am so excited about this episode where we talk about holiday fashion, because I don't want you to be one of those 43% that turns down an event because you don't have wardrobe. So with me today, as I mentioned before, I'm so blessed to have Anna Maria and Michele. Thank you so much for joining us here today.
Thank you for having us.
And before we get into fashion, what I want our viewers to know is a little bit about you. This is all a special interest opportunity to hear all about our experts here in Vail. So, Michele, can you just tell us a little bit about how you ended up here in the Valley, how long you've been here, and why you're still here?
Well, again, thank you, Cece, for having me. I am honored. I moved here in 2014. I was in Florida, and previous, I grew up in Wisconsin and love the seasons, so came out here to experience the snow from the hot weather and fell in love with the mountains and ended up staying. And it's not just the mountains, it's the lifestyle too. You know, the people, the fitness, the healthcare, the holistic healthcare in the Valley is amazing. And so for me, that's what drove me to be here and to really stick around, make it work.
What I loved when you and I were getting ready for this episode is that you mentioned that holistic, and you mentioned the doctors, and you know, one would find it very interesting to say, oh, I moved to Vail because of the doctors. But I love that, because what you're saying is that you want everyone to feel their best, and the
Absolutely.
types of doctors here help us feel
Allow
our
you to
best.
do that. Well, the one thing I did learn in all these years of being a cosmetologist, which is really hair, skin, and nails, you learn more about the body and how that affects your hair, skin, and nails. And what I learned is everybody's so different, and to be able to have that option to use the different holistic fields, chiropractic, acupuncture, just the healthy living, the atmosphere, hiking and all. So, yeah.
Now, Anna Maria, what about you? Your story's a little different.
Mine is so different. I came for the first time in 1974 with my parents. I wasn't even in kindergarten yet. And they were on their way to Aspen to buy a second home there. We stopped in Vail. My dad said, oh, there's this little town coming up called Vail. We'll stop there for the night. The next morning, my mother, being from Austria, walked out on the terrace of the hotel, saw little Bavaria, and that was it. And from that point on, I spent every summer here and a month every winter. She was a big ski racer jumper. And when I graduated school, they had retired here. I was on my way to New York to join a firm there and came here just to visit and never left. And I never left simply because of the lifestyle. It's so beautiful. It's got this amazing vibe of just healthy, happy energy. You wake up every morning, you see the beautiful mountains. It's so safe, and back in those days, it was such a small town. It was so endearing. Everybody knew everybody, which is still similar today.
Yeah.
And I can't imagine living anywhere else.
Well, I love, you said healthy, happy, and what was the third word you used?
Endearing?
Endearing.
Yes.
And that's what the two of you actually bring to the Valley to help others. And so I can't wait to share about what you do with our viewers on a day in, day out basis. So, Michele, you are a hairstylist as well as a personal stylist. So tell me a little bit about how you work with your clients, especially as it comes to fashion.
Okay, so being that I am one of the people that is in your personal space more than just about anybody, I like to look at the whole picture. I like to see and make sure that, you know, it's more than just fixing your hair and putting on makeup. It's how do you feel? The body's set up to make sure that the vital organs get all the nutrients first. So hair, skin, and nail are always the last to get it. So I can tell by your skin, how are you feeling? You know if someone's not well. You look a little ill, you're a little sallow, your hair's dry and brittle. I can do all that, and then blessed enough to know enough people in the Valley to say, what, did you ever consider doing this or checking out that? So fashion's a big thing, but I always tell my clients, you know, we're always willing to spend $300-400 on a pair of jeans, but will we spend $300 or $400 to make us feel and look good so that the jeans look good? Do you know what I'm saying? So for me, it's a whole look inside and out, and it starts with the inside. So I like to direct my clients to, and I think that's what gives us confidence. If we look in the mirror and we have pink cheeks and our eyes are sparkling and our cheeks are glowing, we know we feel and look good. So whatever we put on is going to be fabulous. And as far as hair goes, hair has two reasons: to protect your scalp and to frame the face. So I look at the face, I look at your shoes, I can tell, Cece, you're gonna spend a little time, okay? You have a nice shaped face. I'm gonna make sure that your face is accentuated because that's what I'm there for, to help you look and feel good. And then again, a good haircut, you can go home and style it yourself. That's where the confidence comes in too. If I make you look good, well, I should, I've been doing it, right? But when you go home, can you make you look good? And that's what I try to send the clients out with, even guys. Hey, let's use a little gel. I know you're gonna put that hat on as soon as you walk out the door, but let me show you how to make it look good when you don't have the hat on. Yeah. So those are things that make sure that 43% shows up.
Yeah. Well, thank you. There was a compliment in there for me, so I'm going to take that, because that's the one thing that I've learned in life as a woman is we don't take compliments enough. Now, Michele, I also know you work with your clients as it relates to fashion and clothing, and that's where Anna Maria comes in, as she is the creative designer of the Merle Norman store in Edwards. And so tell me a little bit about how you send your clients to Anna Maria, because then I want her to focus in how does she work with them.
Right. So as we start our consultation and I start working with you from the neck up, and I'm also talking about your normal health care, you know, what do you do to stay healthy, to look and feel good? Wardrobe always comes up, and the question is, where do I go? I'm going to a party. I'm from the East Coast, I'm from Florida, we have so many malls, there's nothing in the Valley. And then I have to say,
and then you're like, there's
so much in the Valley. There's so much in the Valley, and just in this little area. So then I can pull out my book and say, hey, you know what, you're going to a party, let me recommend you to my friend Anna Maria. I will even set up a time with you, meet you over there so you feel comfortable. She's an amazing lady. She doesn't take you out of your comfort zone. So if you say, I'm not really comfortable in sequins, she'll steer you more to something that you are.
So Anna Maria, we were talking about when we were getting ready that there's a ton of events or different types of things that people come to you for. Can you list off all of the different types of events that people come to you for?
It so varies throughout the year, but as we're upon the holiday season, it can start with family portraits. They're taking portraits for their holiday cards to send out. It can be small home parties. It can be as grandiose and as fabulous as the Black Diamond Ball. There are just so many different things in the Valley at this time that they're preparing for. Some are more casual, some are more formal, and some are just kind of in between. And a lot of people come to me and say, well, I got this invitation. I'm not even sure what it means how to dress or how to look. And that's where I step in and say, well, let's find a compromise.
So tell me about the different clients that come in, because again, as we were preparing, you said there's 2 different types of clients, and I'm sure our viewers can relate to that.
There definitely are. So there are beautiful women who come in who don't traditionally get dressed up. They're more casual. They're very mountain, semi-formal, athletic. They're not used to getting dressed up. And so they'll come in and they'll not have as great a picture of how they want to look, how they want to appear at a function. And that's when they'll turn to me and say, what do I wear? I'm in my yoga pants a lot, or I'm in my ski gear. What would be good for this event? Then there's the
So that's
other
the
side.
comfort.
That's the comfort zone.
Okay.
Yes, that's my comfort client. And they're beautiful. They're fabulous. They're just not as accustomed to dressing up or being styled every day. Then we have the second type of clientele who absolutely loves being well dressed all the time, looks great whenever they go out, whether it's for coffee, the grocery store, or to an event. They're well put together, well styled, and that's what they're accustomed to.
So that's it. So if you relate to wanting to be comfortable, there's one area that Anna Maria can help you with, and then the other area is those that want to be dressed to the nines.
Right.
So with that, I want to thank you for sticking with us here at Good Day Vail, and I'd ask you to come back because we are going to do a little show and tell about how you can get ready for the holidays this year in the Vail Valley. Thanks, and we'll be right back.
Good day, Vail. Good day, Vail. Good day, Vail. Good day, Vail.
Welcome back to Good Day Vail and the holiday episode. I'm here with Anna Marie Ray and Michele Gieg, and I cannot wait to talk about how we transformed from the earlier segment to evening. But before we get into the specifics, I was talking to the both of you about what your philosophy is with how you want to make your clients feel. So Michele, tell me a little bit about what's key for you in making them feel.
Well, I think confidence comes from within. So that's why I'm so fastidious about the inner beauty, the, skincare, cleanse, tone, moisturize, because you can put on all the makeup in the world, but if your skin isn't healthy, it's just kind of a mask that kind of fades throughout the day. So again,
And that helps with makeup as well,
it helps
doesn't
with makeup. It helps every area of your body when you put on clothes. I mean, if you, the saying, move it or lose it. I have a friend whose daughter says, Mom, stretching doesn't mean bending over, picking up things that you've dropped. In order to be able to do that, you need to stretch, you need to move your body. So the same thing with your face, your hair, everything. So my philosophy is start there first. Once you get that, then we can dress it up. And then you have the confidence to put on that color red lipstick that maybe you wouldn't ordinarily wear, but because you look good, you feel good, your skin looks healthy, hey, I can put on that red lipstick and I know that when I walk in a room, I look good. And that's what I love to give to ladies and men.
So it's all about confidence.
It's all about confidence and feeling good.
Just like what the New York Post
And
said.
I think we shared this. Feeling good is
Yeah.
looking good, and looking
Absolutely.
good is feeling good. When you look in the mirror and you look good, you can't help but feel like, wow.
So Anna Maria, this is where you come in, and there's so many components to the ecosystem to help someone feel good when they look in the mirror. So tell me a little bit about how you work with those 2 segments of clients, the comfortable and then those that want to be dressed to the nines.
Well, I think piggybacking on what Michele said, I always tell everybody, if your skin is beautiful, you don't need a lot of makeup. A little red lipstick, a little bit of eyes, and then we're going to dress you for whatever it is that you want to go to or need to go to. And so starting with the traditional and the casual, I'm going to use you as an example. Look at how beautiful you look. So we
And I
took
feel
your dress
confident.
that you can wear all day long, and then all of a sudden you have a pop-up holiday party after work. You added some shoes, a bracelet, necklace, earrings, and a beautiful cocktail ring, and you look like $1 million. Michelle, the same. She transitioned so easily. She took off the jacket that she had on that was for day and for business, and then put on a fur vest. We changed up the earrings, the shoes, and she's ready to go out for an evening on the town.
And just to point out the hair, you know, everybody says, oh, you have short hair, you can't do anything once it's short. Well, my hair's short, but even just pulling back with a pretty barrette, that makes all the difference in the world. And it took, what, 2 minutes? So, and for you, the braids, just because we're always used to wearing, that might be our comfort zone. But again, if we've done this properly and you feel good in here, pulling that hair back just highlights all that confidence.
And the right clothes, truly. You know,
Absolutely.
they always say dress for success, and there's so much truth to it. I see women transform every day in front of my eyes. They go into the fitting room, we put them in something beautiful, they walk out, they're standing tall. You can just tell they feel completely different about themselves inside. They have on something that they feel makes them look great. And that's the most important thing. It doesn't have to be a Christian Dior gown to feel great. It just has to make you feel great when you put it on.
What is the most memorable client experience that you've had in that way, Anna Maria, since you've been doing this? Is there one moment that comes to
There is. There was a lady that came in, and traditionally she was very casual, lots of t-shirts, sweatpants, you name it. Never wore makeup, never did her hair, and had to go to the Black Diamond Ball. This was a few years ago. And she said, I don't know what to do. And I said, I do. And by the time we got done, you would have never known the same human being walked out of that bathroom. And she carried herself with such poise and such confidence. I started crying. I was so pleased. And she did too. She's like, my husband is never going to recognize me. I don't recognize me, but I feel beautiful. I feel like this is me. And that to me was the most outstanding thing I've ever done, that transformation, this, you know, we say the ugly duckling into a beautiful swan. No woman is ugly. Every woman is beautiful and has beautiful components to them. But to take someone who just was so, you know, just very plain, very subdued, and turn her into this beautiful, elegant swan was amazing.
So one thing we haven't touched upon, and that story is just tremendous, and that's the way we want all of our viewers to feel when they walk out the door. But one thing that we haven't talked about yet is what we wear on our feet. And, you know, being a New Yorker, I love changing my shoes up. And because I'm walking all the time in New York, because that's the best transportation, I'm always carrying bags of shoes with me, so I have my favorite shoes whatever event I go to. Talk a little bit about how you deal with your clients and their shoes here in the Valley for holiday parties.
Well, of course, we have so much snow and inclement weather that you never know what's going to happen. So I always tell women, please don't wear your boots or your galoshes or whatever it is you're thinking with this beautiful outfit. Take a cute little bag, any sort of purse that you really like, put your shoes into it for a change when you get there, and tuck those boots away. Because the shoes are the completion of the outfit. And sometimes the shoes are the outfit.
That's right.
You can literally be in your office in black pants and a black shirt, put on a necklace and some extraordinary shoes, and you've totally, completely changed your look. So don't ever forget the shoes. They're a huge component.
You know, one thing for me is that I love wearing heels, and people say, why do people wear heels? But they're making heels so comfortable now, whether they're platforms or whether they're 3-inch. And I don't know if we can see mine, but I love wearing these shoes. And it makes me feel really confident walking in heels.
Yes. Well, shoes change the way you walk. When you're in a heel, your whole back has to straighten up in a line, so you become taller, more
Exactly.
up, and then it makes a beautiful silhouette for the legs.
Yep, it opens up your shoulders.
Yes.
I noticed that we're doing a little panna here on my feet.
And they're gorgeous.
But I love wearing them, and it makes it all worthwhile when I have to carry an extra bag with my galoshes in them. Yes. And I'll just hide them underneath the table if they don't have a check-in. Right. So, and they're not going to disappear. It's kind of like when you're wearing your shoes to the mountain and you're looking for a place to stash your shoes as you change into your boots. So ladies, make sure that you focus on the shoes.
And know that men do notice. They do notice. I've walked into a grocery store before here in town with high heels on, and somebody was standing there, and this gentleman came up and he said, "I love a woman in heels. You look great." So just know, it does make a difference, not just for us ladies, but for men as well.
Yeah. So we talked a little bit about makeup. What's one tip that you can give our viewers around makeup this season?
You know, I always say keep it natural.
Yes.
But the best makeup you can wear, seriously, is a smile. Because it doesn't cost anything. It's easy to do. And it's much nicer. It makes you look younger. And then a signature lipstick. It is your signature. Even if you have no time for anything else and you're rushing out the door for whatever reason, grab a pretty pink, a red, whatever your color is, put it on. It brightens up your eyes. It brightens up your cheeks. That smile, those lips, that's everyone sees coming forward. And that would be my biggest tip. And the other thing is, besides makeup, is take time for yourself.
Yes.
Yeah.
15 minutes start, and you'd be surprised. Before you know it, it's an hour, and you're feeling good, looking good, and gaining that confidence.
Yeah. One other thing that I love to put in my bag too is mascara. I'm a huge fan of mascara.
I was just going to say eyes are very, very important as well. And if you don't have blush, you don't have anything else but lipstick and mascara, put the lipstick on your lips, put a little on your hands, give some color and some definition to the cheeks. It'll brighten the eyes, lighten the whole face.
Okay, Anna Maria, we've got probably 40 seconds left. Can you just show us what's on the table?
Yes, absolutely. Well, of course, here we have how you can transition from day to night very quickly depending on what you're wearing to work. So any one of these, if you had black pants on or a black skirt, you could throw these shoes on, grab a bag, some jewelry, as Cece has done, and you would be good to go. So accessories are a very important part of the holidays as well as everyday life and of that transition period.
Well, thank you for that. And yes, I love my little new red clutch. This will be a staple for me this holiday season. And with that, I want to thank you all for joining us for this version of Good Day Vail. And I hope that you've gotten a few tips to take away so that you attend that holiday event this year or just get your pictures taken with your family. If you need any help, you've got Anna Maria and Michelle in the Valley, and just know that there are a lot of different boutiques around the Valley that you'll be surprised what you'll find. So thanks for joining us, and look forward to seeing you next time on Good Day Vail.